This is the extra help video for Learning Target 323 and 333. So this, we broke this down into steps. So we're going to go through each of those and then go through an example as well. So the first step is going to be to determine what type of line you will have by looking at the inequality symbol. If this is multiple choice, this will help you get rid of options. So if you know it's got to be a solid line, you can get rid of the dashed line options. So we're going to label these. The ones with the line underneath are going to be solid. And without the line underneath are dashed. So that's the first thing you need to know. Is it solid or is it dashed? The second thing you need to know is where to shade. Do you shade above the line or below the line? And so you are going to plug in a point that's not on the line to determine where to shade. We said the easiest point is 0, 0. As long as it's not on the line, that would be a great point to choose. Otherwise, you could choose something like 1, 1 or 2, 2 or 5, 5. Anything that where you're plugging in the x and the y are the same number and they're positive, so it makes it a lot easier. If when you plug it in you get something that's true, like 4 is less than 6, then you want to shade toward the point. So you're going to shade on the same side as the point. If it's false, you are going to shade away from the point. So on the opposite side. And so at this point you probably could get rid of, if it's multiple choice, at this point you got rid of 2 options. Now this will tell you between those two which is which. So you either shade toward the point or away from the point. And you can choose any point. So you can choose literally any point and it'll work every time. And it'll tell you where to shade toward or away. And so then we can check to make sure the line is graphed correctly if you have any other answer options left. So if those 2 things don't do it, then you can check to see, oh, well, did they even graph the line correctly? So for slope-intercept form, that means begin with B and move with M. And for standard form, that's going to be plug in zeros for X and Y. And so most likely you'll be able to just do the first 2 steps and then find the right answer, but if not, you can always make sure it's graphed correctly. So let's do this example down here, and you can see these 2 lines match and these 2 lines match. So there are going to be ones that are not graphed correctly, so we might get all the way to the end. So the first thing I want to do is I want to see, is it supposed to be solid or dashed? And we need to look at our inequality for that. Since that does not have a line underneath, that means it will be dashed. So I can automatically get rid of A and C. Now, I could check my shading, but I noticed that both of these are shaded above. So you can see this one is shaded above and this one is shaded above. And so that's not going to help me. If you plugged in the point 0, 0, it would be true for this equation, telling you to shade toward it for both. So our last step is to figure out if this is graphed correctly. So we're going to begin with B and move with M. I'm first going to check, is my B at -5? For both of them it is. Now I'm going to move with M, and M is 2 over 1, which is my rise over my run. So I'm supposed to rise 2 and run 1. Up 2 over 1. And I hit the line, up 2 over 1, I hit the line. So this one looks like it's correct. I'm just going to double check this one, up 2 over 1. I do not hit the line, so this one is wrong. So our answer should be B.